Monica Makes It Happen is proudly supported by Goya. If it's Goya, it has to be good. JP Morgan Chase, New York's hometown bank for over 225 years, and by Ponce Bank, your community bank.
Hi, everybody. You're watching the Monica Makes It Happen podcast. We're always telling stories about entrepreneurs and trying to empower our communities to rise, whether it's through funding, information, resources, or connections. That's all made here on Monica Makes It Happen and Pix 11. We have the best partners. Thanks again to JP Morgan Chase, Goya, and Ponce Bank for always supporting this kind of storytelling. And boy, do I have two superstars in the studio, in the flesh today. I'm so excited. Ty Barnes is here. He may look familiar because he was on our show. He's the owner of Northstar Logistics. And you have to explain to our viewers what Northstar means. That's a beautiful story. And Kris Basmagy.
Basmagy. Nobody ever gets it right the first time.
Oh, you're so kind. And you're the founder of DashWave Delivery. And the common thread here is someone that we love, Amazon. I have to tell you, there's 4 packages waiting. You probably did the deliveries, right? You made it happen. I have 4 packages waiting for me at home. But first, it's the stories. And we have to thank Smitha for always making it happen at Amazon. Ty, first we have to talk about your incredible story. We're going to learn about you first, and then we're going to go to a commercial break, learn about how you did it so people can actually follow your lead. I always say if we can help one person, we've done our mission. Absolutely. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Amazon and how Amazon is helping small businesses across the globe. First, Ty, tell me your story. You are from Harlem, right?
Yes.
And grew up in the Bronx, is that right? And your mom really was your inspiration.
Absolutely. So for me, like you mentioned, I grew up in Harlem, and then eventually we moved up to the Bronx once my mom became a New York City police officer. She was a New York City police officer for over 20 years. And one thing that she was doing as a police officer was she wanted to be very active in the community and help the community in which she came. And with that as well, she saw that it was a demographic of young adults who just didn't have any guidance. So she became a foster parent. So with her becoming a foster parent, then of course I became a foster brother to many, foster children that came throughout the household. And I formed many relationships, that's been lifelong. Still to this day, I still speak to many of them. Many of them still come through Thanksgiving and holidays, and we try to support them still to this day as much as we can. So with that, it kind of put me in a position in life where I wanted to become an entrepreneur, and I wanted to be in the field of public service where I can help and where I can mentor. Because I recognized that growing up, I was someone who was privileged enough to come up in my neighborhood who I had a mother and a father at home. So I had that type of guidance and leadership there, versus I saw that a lot of people who did not. So by me becoming an Amazon DSP, I'm sort of a mentor to all my employees, and I give them all the help that they need and support moving forward.
I love it. DSP, again, Delivery Service Partner. So
Absolutely.
This is an option for our viewers. If you're listening, you're probably being like, how do I be like Ty? I want to be like Ty. This is called a Delivery Service Partner that, again, you are incredibly successful, and you have how many? 90?
Yeah, I have a little bit over 90 employees at this point, and
huge.
About 55 or so vans. And mind you, all my vans are all electric.
What?
Absolutely.
That's incredible. And you're doing such a service. Again, mentoring. You said you want to keep these employees to yourself, but you don't. You actually want them to go and do their own businesses.
Exactly. So that's, a good problem to have, that I do have employees who do want to stay with me forever. But my thing is, by you staying here, I can't have opportunities for other people to come in for mentorship as well. So one big thing that I do is I post any type of civil service jobs that become available on my platform that I have for the drivers. And I say, hey, if you guys are interested in any of these positions and you guys need the fee covered, I will pay for the fee, just to help you out.
You're amazing.
Out of pocket.
You're amazing, Ty. You're such a big heart. And I think that's the secret to success. I always think when you're giving, like we're giving to our viewers, that's what keeps us going here at the show, because people need things right now. They need help. They need inspiration. I always feel like if one person follows in your footsteps, because it's Amazon that helped you become who you are now, right?
Absolutely. Give me the opportunity.
Yeah, it's all about opportunity.
Absolutely.
Right? And we have to talk to you now, Kris. Kris, tell me, your story came from, we talked about a powerful mom. You have an incredible dad, and your story is, heartbreaking, but also very sweet for us to hear. Can you tell us a little bit about how your dad inspired you?
Yeah, I get goosebumps just you talking about it. Mine's a typical father-son bond situation. I was always in and out of entrepreneurship as I had a job, and I never made that leap. I was always looking for something else. I always knew I wanted to get involved with entrepreneurship and helping people. And it wasn't until I think it was 2019, my dad got diagnosed with lymphoma. And it was like earth shattering for me. I felt like I was in this great situation. I was working really well in the corporate world. And it just so happened at that moment in time, I had this opportunity with the DSP program start to come through. And I said, this is the moment for me. This is why I should be taking this leap now. And unfortunately, like through that, you know, his career kind of went off the rails a little bit. And I saw somebody that was always there for me. Like I played baseball, anything I ever wanted to do, he was, let's do it. Let's invest in you. Let's make sure that, you know, you have what you need. And I watched him fall off a step, and it was really hard for me to see. And when I had this opportunity, I spoke to my wife. I said, I don't really know if we're going to do this. I don't know. Like we're doing pretty well right now. And then I sat and I looked at it and I said, this is the opportunity to lift my family up, you know, get him back on his feet. I saw him in a really bad situation. You know, I was helping him with his treatment. We were in and out of, you know, Memorial Sloan Kettering. And I said, we're going to get you back on your feet. We're going to get you in a good spot, and we're going to build this thing together, and we're going to come out better on the other side. And it took about 3 years of treatment, infusions, bringing him places. And right as he went into what they call MRD negative was when we got the call that we were ready to launch. It was almost like the stars were aligning for us. And as much as I wanted to lift him up, when we started the business, my first son was being born. Literally 2 months after we had launched. We were working 20 hours a day, 7 days a week. It was absolutely insane. But my dad saw that I wanted to be with my son. I wanted to be there for the birth of my son. And my dad pulled me to the side, and we were like, you know, we couldn't even see straight. We were so tired because we were trying to get the business off the ground. And he said, go, I'll take care of it. And he spent, it was a running joke with our founding team. I think it was 65 straight days, 7 days a week, coming from our station in Rutherford out to the city, making sure that everybody was organized, making sure all the trucks were there, then making sure all the deliveries were being made properly, actually going out and doing some of the deliveries himself, getting back on the train, Chris, going back to the station, closing the station up just so that I could be there for my son during like those really early moments of like the first child. And it's been that story back and forth for us throughout this entire journey. We're going on year 3 now, and it's just been this amazing ride. We've grown so much, and you know, what looked like a terrible moment for us, like I don't think my family's ever been doing better.
I love this story.
Amazing.
My gosh, Chris. Smitha, thank you for pairing us up. This is an incredible story. And what I got from you is that it's a family business that makes it happen. And you don't always think of that sometimes, but it's a family that makes this happen. And now Amazon has changed your life, has changed your business. Tell me now, how many employees do you have?
So after peak, we're about 120 right now, but we'll sometimes balloon up to 150. It's absolutely crazy.
It's incredible. Yeah. And the one thing that I guess your dad, that mission that he had to make it happen for you, it's like that undying love that just always is there.
I wanted to do this. We fought through the hard times because I wanted it for him. And when I needed him to step up, he stepped up for me. And I would not be where I am right now if he didn't do that, whatever it was, 65 days in a row.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to do it, but he said, no, I have to do this.
It's a lot of hard work, but you never, ever give up, right, Ty? That's Absolutely. What we're learning is the secret ingredient to business. And when we come back, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Once we wipe these tears, we're going to talk more about what Amazon is doing and a little bit about your companies, because I want to learn more about how you did this so that our viewers can learn something and do it themselves too. I always say they need to learn something. We need to learn something and maybe follow in your footsteps. That's coming up after the break.
Monica Makes It Happen Community Champions is proudly supported by Ponce Bank, your community bank.
And we're back with two superstars, Ty and Kris. Thank you, Amazon, for telling us about. We want to tell these small business stories all the time because I feel like a lot of these stories are not told. And Ty, Northstar Logistics, you employ 90 people right
Yes.
now. You're huge. What does job creation and creating jobs in your community mean to you?
It means so much. This is something that, I've always wanted to do. Me coming from a background, working in the public utility industry, Con Edison for 25 years, I've been involved with so many different teams. And with that, I've had a lot of transferable skills that I felt as though wasn't fully being utilized in the role that I was in. So I reached out to Amazon about the DSP program. I was lucky enough to earn a spot. And now at this point, I get to give those transferable skills that I learned all those years to my employees.
What's the number one skill? I'm just curious because we talk about like business, but there's so many skills that we don't talk about, like the people skills part. Like, what do you look for in a great employee and someone who's going to really make it?
So number one, especially for a lot of my employees who come from the South Bronx, I try to teach them emotional intelligence. That's one thing that's really not talked about in industry. And as far as how to deal with customers, how to deal with, the public, and just how to, keep your emotions intact while doing this delivery job.
How do you do that? You're so peaceful. I mean, is there a secret? What do you do? Do you meditate? Do you pray? Like, what is the secret?
I definitely pray every day.
Yes.
But I just think always having a positive outlook, always having a positive spin on everything that I do in life. And I try to give my employees that as well. And I tell them, like, even if you're not in a good mood and you don't have a reason to smile, be somebody else's reason to smile.
That's good. I'm going to remember that. I mean, I'm a smiler I was born smiling, so it's really hard. But a lot of times I do have to force myself. Sometimes you have bad days.
Yeah, you all do.
And I like that you said be somebody else's reason. Your mother's career in public service, we have to thank her for her service.
Absolutely.
How did that influence you on the way you lead now with your employees?
Well, definitely, just having empathy because, in her role, she did see a lot of, people getting incarcerated. And her just being from that environment, she had a great deal of empathy and can understand the reason why certain things was done. And with that, she wanted to be as transparent as possible with them and tell them, like, hey, I understand the reason why you did it, but it doesn't make it correct. And this is the law. So going forward, this is how you're supposed to move. So with me and my company, I took that transparency as well. So when I'm having a discussion with an employee, I'm also teaching them the business and my role as a DSP owner. So it's not just, hey, this is what I need you to go out there and do, but I also have to give them the why. And that why is a big deal.
That's a good theme, is the why. Why do you do something? Ask yourself, why am I doing this? And if there isn't passion there, right, Kris? Like, what should you do? I mean, people are probably watching like, I want to be like Ty and Kris. I want to be successful and work with Amazon. What's your number one thing that you would tell them if they're watching and they want to take that first step?
Find the right people. It's all about the people.
Yeah.
Like the EQ, IQ conversation, I couldn't agree with that anymore. The most successful leaders and employees that I've had have shown that emotional intelligence. When we first started, we were doing everything ourselves, right? And to get from, we started at 20 employees and now we're 120, 140. That growth phase, if you don't find the right people to help you out there, it's going to be impossible.
You can't do it yourself.
You can't be a peaceful person. Like, it's all about community. It's about relationships. It's about finding the right people and investing in them.
Yeah.
And I would just second everything Ty just said.
That's so good. And you partner with organizations. We love Harlem Grown, and you really invest in your community. Do you see that? That's good business, right?
When we first started, our territory was the west side of Harlem into central Harlem, and then we went into East Harlem, and all of our employees came from the area. They all lived in the neighborhoods. They knew everybody. It made it a lot easier to operate and scale in that area. And every single one of them kept saying, how can I give back to my community? And my field ops manager, Charisse, shout out to Charisse.
Yay, Charisse.
It's amazing. And he went out and he started looking for local charities that were within the area that we could.
And you picked the best one.
And we picked Harlem Grown.
We love Harlem Grown.
And we started participating in their turkey drive. We literally came in, they had a whole tent set up, and we said, we're here. We got 15 guys. Let's do it. And we just took over and just started giving out turkeys and vegetables and everything and hand them out to the community. And we saw the impact that it had. We had some employees that were a little food insecure at the time and they needed
Mhm.
help, and Harlem Grown was happy to donate to them as well. And it became a really good partnership, and we do it every year now. We donate our time, we donate our efforts, and it's been amazing.
I love that. And how has Amazon, I mean, one of the biggest companies in the world, been able to empower you to be the best Chris, the best boss, the best community champion?
Honestly, as a partner, like as a business partner, it's been the stability, right? What better business partner to work with to have consistent volume and hire tons of people and ensure that they're going to have a job, right? Like I specifically think that one of the hardest things in logistics is to be able to hire consistently and have a consistent flow of work for people. And when we go into the hiring phase of peak season, I don't even have to think twice about it. I know the work's going to be available for them, and it makes it very easy for me to operate as a business owner. And not only that, on the flip side, when we talk about Harlem Grown, as soon as I told them that we were participating, they were ready to jump right in.
There is something about Amazon, isn't it? It's like,
They were
Amazon,
ready.
oh, I'm there like a bear. Now,
Yep.
same question for you. How has Amazon empowered you?
They gave me the ability to offer tuition reimbursement to my employees.
Really?
And I myself am a beneficiary of tuition reimbursement. I actually, went to college in the Bronx. I graduated from Manhattan College, which is now Manhattan University, through tuition reimbursement. So that's one thing that I teach to my employees every single day, every week. I'm preaching to take advantage of this opportunity.
Yes.
I need you guys to go to school.
I love this.
So with that-
Education is number one. My
Absolutely.
mom always said that, and I'm glad she did, because there's a whole narrative going on that you don't know. Education is key. Knowledge is power. Right,
Yes.
Ty?
Absolutely. And with that, I'm proud to say that I've had employees of mine move on to being police officers, MTA bus drivers. I just had another one just graduate to be a clinical technician. I posted on Instagram. I'm so proud of her. We are doing big things, and I'm just
What's
so
your
happy to be able
Instagram?
to
I got to
help.
follow you. Ty, what's your Instagram?
It's Northstar Logistics NYC.
Okay, what's your Instagram?
We don't have one for the business,
Oh,
but we do
okay.
have DashWaveDelivery.com.
Well, we have to follow at Amazon, right? Is that the best Instagram? We love that. And there is a website if people are interested. It's New York City, right? New York CoalitionDelivers.org. We'll say that again, and I'll put it on my socials as well. New York CoalitionDelivers.org. So if you're interested I want to be like Ty. I want to be like you, Chris. So we can follow in your footsteps. And when we come back, one more commercial break, we're going to have our power round at the end. And again, how you can do this too. You can make it happen, right?
Absolutely.
Anyone can make it happen. That's coming up. Okay, it is our speed round here at the Monica Makes It Happen podcast with Ty and Chris. Ty, first legacy for your business. What do you want people to know about you? Like mission statement, legacy. One thing, if they say Ty and his business means ...
So here at Northstar, I would like for people to feel once they leave the company that they hit that Northstar peak and that they were able to move on to something that can in turn help other people as well as I help them.
Keep helping, keep going, keep growing and striving. I love that. I love that. Same question. Now you could think about it a little bit. Chris, same question for you. Mission.
I want DashWave to always be seen as a place where somebody can come and feel supported and grow professionally. The same way that Ty just said, we have plenty of people that go on to be police officers, firefighters, you name it, corrections officers. I want people to come in. I want people to feel comfortable. I want people to feel supported, and I want them to grow and become the best version of themselves.
And I learned one thing, Ty, about the opportunities through Amazon and being a delivery service partner in their program is that tuition reimbursement. Tell me more. If there's somebody that doesn't know anything about Amazon and this program, what do you want them to know? The key thing that you want them to know about this partnership and what it means to business and your business.
They have to understand that we are here to help the community and to give opportunity. And that's what we all need. Amazon gave me an opportunity to put me in this role. And what I have to do is just give back to give that opportunity. And a big part of that opportunity is the tuition reimbursement program.
I love that. A job can change a life too, right, Chris? I mean, a job can change lives. We see it all the time. So we have a job show and we're
Right.
trying to give jobs to our viewers. Same question. If people don't know about this Amazon program, how has it changed your life and how can it change theirs?
Not only is there tuition reimbursement, we offer a 401k program with a 3% match from the company. So it is something that a lot of my employees have never thought about before. It's something that maybe they might have been a little bit scared of, excuse me.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of experience in that world. So every single time we make a comment about it, I say, please come talk to me because I'm going to show you how this can change your life. I'm going to show you how this can set you up. We are literally offering a company match for your 401k. We are literally investing monetarily in your future.
It's incredible.
Let me show you the way, basically.
I love that. And you know what? Just following in your footsteps. I want to be like you. Thank you for sharing your stories here. Message of hope. I want to end with a message of hope. Both of you, Ty, you first.
My message my message of hope is to never give up, believe in yourself, and it's never too late to start.
Ooh, you said that. Okay, so there's a chance for me and the Monica Makes It Happen brand. Okay, partnering. Okay, so same question. Hope.
For hope, in my opinion, the way I look at it is every day is the day that you want. Every day is your best day. Doesn't matter. I've said that before. I say it to my employees all the time, and it's never too late to turn things around. Like just because it looks dark doesn't mean it has to continue to be so.
That's right. Even the good days. Sometimes the good days they end so fast too, and then you're only as good as your next story or show is what they say in the news business. But that is so true. You can always start over. And thank you both for being here. Thank you, Smitha from Amazon, for being an incredible, incredible inspiration. And thank you, everyone, always for watching. You know, it's the Monica Makes It Happen podcast. We have our daily digital shows trying to get you housing, jobs, funding. We're not afraid to talk about funding here on the show. And then just think Monica Mondays. Every Monday, we're on TV now. Thanks to you. It's all thanks to your support. And of course, Joe, my fabulous producer, who does all the shows here. We're making it happen together. See you next time. Thank you.